Philippine Marines used DJI Mavic Pro drones in Marawi. Recon Marines used FPV drones later. Please like and share the video, and subscribe to the channel. One of the many important lessons the Philippines learned during the 2017 Battle of Marawi was how the religious extremist terrorists extensively used commercial, off-the-shelf or COTS drones in their operations, to the point that they ended up initially having better reconnaissance capabilities than the Philippine military in that battle. The armed forces of the Philippines eventually started using similar drones as well, and the terrorists weren't able to resupply the losses they suffered with their drones, and the advantage shifted to the Philippines. An officer of the Philippine Marine Corps named Romulo Dimayuga II related the experience of the Marines on the use of such drones during the battle in a thesis he published in December of 2020. He wrote that the Marines used 3 Mavic Pro drones made by the Chinese company Dajiang Innovations, better known by their acronym of DJI. The Mavic Pro drones were used extensively during the duration of the battle, averaging around 3 to 8 flights per day. They were praised for their high-quality video and pictures, sufficient flight time of almost half an hour, good range of almost 7 kilometers, and good altitude capability of around 5,000 meters. They had no night capability though, couldn't fly well under a jungle canopy, and the parts and frames were not particularly durable enough for heavy military use. However, their presence helped in winning the war and probably kept more casualties from occurring on the government side. Note that Ukrainian and Russian forces are currently using similar commercial drones in the ongoing war in Ukraine, with some drones even being modified to be armed with grenades. That experience in Marawi ultimately led Dimayuga to propose on a thesis several years later the use of similar drones by the Marine Special Operations Group, or MARSOG, which is also known as the Force Reconnaissance Group, or FRG. He envisioned a small, lightweight and low-cost drone system equipped with a day camera whose parts or components are commercially available, small enough to be carried and operated by one person, and would operate in what he called as the personal range, which covers the distance of 1 kilometer from the person to the objective area or point of interest. He subsequently developed a prototype of the system consisting of 5 components, which are the drone itself, a handheld controller for the drone, a first-person view monitor goggles for the operator, a tablet monitor, and a backpack to carry all the items in. The tablet monitor allows another person aside from the drone operator to view what the drone sees also. The system cost under $2,000 and he called it as the Personal Range Reconnaissance Drone, or PRRD. Dimayuga only built a prototype and didn't mention if it was adopted by the Marines. But an article later by the War on the Rocks website back in January of 2021 indicated that they seem to have done so. It has been 5 years since the Battle of Marawi and only 2 years since Dimayuga released his thesis, but drone technology has been increasing at a pretty fast pace. And unlike the older DJI Mavic Pro drones, newer commercial drones nowadays costing less than $2,000 are available with excellent 360-degree obstacle avoidance capability, allowing them to be used in jungle environments, like the American-made Skydio 2 drones, for example. So to summarize, small commercial drones has been making a significant impact in the battlefields in the last decade, including that of Marawi. Good to see that our armed forces are embracing this new technology also, and even coming up with their own innovations as well. Thank you for watching the video. I invite you again to like and share it, and subscribe to the channel.